Yo, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Man, it is Tuesday, January the 17th. Yes, man, we run a little behind today, man. We was having some technical difficulties, man. They was wanting something and somebody or some spirit was trying to stop the show. But guess what? You ain't gonna believe this shit, but we live, man. We here. We are here. Ain't nothing gonna stop us, man. We on our way to the top. So yeah, today, man, I have a very, very, very special guest for us tonight. Oh man, he's a hell of a guy. Uh, we went to school together at Benedict College. Yeah, we got our learn on, our study on, and our party on. And I'm great to have him on my show, man. I reached out to him, and he was all in, man. He's I've been knowing him since oh man, I ain't gonna tell you how long I've been knowing him, but I've been knowing him for a while, man. And I consider him my brother. And man, he's a hell of a guy. Y'all gonna love him. Uh, Let me introduce y'all, Mr. Carlos Hill. I'm gonna bring him on the show. Carlos, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
You
I
got
don't,
it.
I
You
don't,
got it.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
can live up to that introduction, man.
I could have done much better, but hey, they appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Words can't describe you, man. But hey, he's top notch, hell of a guy here, man. Real educated young black man and everything. But I got your description, and everything for you later on in the show. So I'm gonna get everybody
Uh,
so they get a chance to know you. But in the meantime, man, welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast. You ain't gonna believe this shit. And yeah, so how was your day today, Los?
hey, man, another day educating the young minds of the world, man. But
Educate them.
yeah, it was good. It was good. Like I said, first day of a new semester, so the kids, you know, they treat you real good that first week.
Right,
Then they try to start testing your boundaries as time goes on. So,
right, right,
but
right, right,
we're gonna see how it flows. We're gonna see how it flows.
right. Yeah. So do you like teaching?
Love it, man. Love it. This is year 14 right here.
Okay.
Um, I mean, of course, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. A lot of things can be improved, but you still get that opportunity to. I don't want to say impart knowledge, but you get that opportunity to help plant those seeds, man. Um,
Yeah.
we talk about the growth of the community and whatnot. We talk about improving the world. It starts on your block. I think there was Andre 3000 said that way back on one of those Outcast albums.
Right.
You want to change the world, start on your own block.
Right.
So
Right.
this is quote unquote my block. This is my opportunity. I get to work with kids every day. They get to see me, and not only the young African American students, but the white students as well. I think
Yeah.
it's very important for them to see black men educated and
Right.
civilized, acting like we got some sense, as opposed to what they're exposed to a lot through the media.
Right. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And I'm happy that you doing it. You chose to go into that field. Uh, we need more blacks to go in that field, male teachers. And
Hmm.
I know it's hard, man, and it can be stressful sometimes. But hey, I want to say thank you for teaching our babies the right way because they need it, man. They need it because it's 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 gonna be hard out there for all the kids, black, white, yellow, whatever the case may be. But
Right.
hey, continue to do an amazing job with our kids, man, and hopefully they will grow and remember everything you taught them in the class, and grow to be young men and women, doctors and lawyers, or whatever they want to be. But hey, I salute you, man. You doing the job a lot of people don't want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's a lot of people that exiting the field, man.
Right,
You know,
right. That's
only
true.
only the only the strongest are surviving right now. So
That's true. That's true. And I'll pull up the a short bio of Mr. Carlos Hill here. And as y'all can see, a husband, father, son, teacher, social studies, coach. He coaches football. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Been at college alumni, 2000, nicknamed the Guru. I'm gonna have to get into that nickname here in a second, man. I'm gonna get into that. Yeah, the motto: "Don't be good, be great." I like that.
yes,
Yeah, and you want to follow on Twitter, Coach Carlos T Hill. Yeah, at Coach Hill the Guru. Yeah, that's Mr. Los, y'all. That's a quick bio of Mr. Hill. Yeah, hey, I gotta tell y'all, man, he's a great stand-up guy. Hell of a guy. Yeah, hell of a guy. All right, Lo. So let's get into some football talk here.
let's
Let's
talk
talk
it,
about
baby.
some
Let's talk it.
football. Yeah. So I seen a post earlier, and you had your predictions before the playoffs start,
Hmm.
and I'm talking about NFL football.
Right, right.
And I think you predicted uh, Cowboys and the Bills.
Yes, sir.
You still sticking with that?
I'm gonna stick with it. I think both. I think the Bills they should be on a revenge tour. The way they went out last year. Kansas City snatched that thing from them, man. I think Buffalo was on their way to actually winning the Super Bowl last year.
Right,
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes took that thing from him on the last drive, and then Cool Joe Burrow, he took it from Mahomes the next week.
right,
So
right.
um, I'm catching a lot of flack for picking your Cowboys.
Hey, you see I represent, baby.
Yes, sir. I think I think they done sent old TB12 to retirement last night.
Right, right,
At least he should be considering it. Knowing him, he probably want to play another year.
right, right. And
Yeah.
his performance last night, he need to just give it up.
Yes,
That's
sir.
just
Yes,
me
sir.
talking.
I felt like he should have went out with the ring, but he got greedy with it.
Right, right.
Yeah, he got greedy. Came back
Okay.
and Father Time is undefeated.
Undefeated. Undefeated. Well, Marvin Wade just say, "What's up, Coach Hill?" Say, "Welcome to the
What's
show."
what's going on, brother Wages?
Yeah, he say, "Welcome to the show." And we got another VO. What's up, baby? Have you ever seen a Brady play scared? Have you ever seen Vince Brady play scared, Carlos?
It ain't no fear in TB12. There's no fear, but I mean, like we say, man, this dude the same age as me. He hey, I have a hard time throwing the ball in practice. He out there throwing against grown NFL players.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, he say he was last night. Say he was playing scared last night.
Yeah, and I mean that's another thing. That old line he got in Tampa, they not the best. So
Right.
he was probably looking to go to San Fran, but my man Purdy, he looking so good out there. They might tell Brady, just stay where you at. We don't need you.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Cameron Amp, what's up, man? What's up, Amp? Cameron. Who else we got? We got Melvin Wage. What's up? Welcome, bro. Okay, welcome.
It's
Welcome. But yeah, I think Brady he has had a hell of a career in football. He will be he will go down as probably the best quarterback even though I don't think talent wise he's the best, but
Right.
stats, rings, that's what a lot of people judge you on now are the rings. And I don't think another quarterback will have 7 rings.
No, no,
Maybe,
that's
maybe Mahomes might get there. He's still young, but with the salary cap and the way they paying quarterbacks now,
hmm
they're not gonna have that money to pay the other players. Not unless they take a friendly pay cut in order to keep a team around them.
there you
But
go.
and that's what Brady done for years. He's been underpaid. Uh, but yeah, I think I don't think there'll be another quarterback to win 7 rings. What you think?
Yeah, you just picked my brain right there, cause Brady, he was smart. He was smart when it came to that.
Right,
He could have got the truckload of money, but then you ain't got nobody. We ain't got no money to pay Gronk. You know,
right,
I gotta have Gronk. I gotta have my guy Wes Welker. I gotta have Randy Moss. I gotta have them other guys out there.
right, right,
Yeah, so
right,
Brady was smart. He was smart with that one. And a lot of quarterbacks nowadays, they want that truckload of money, and then once they get paid, they looking around. You got a bunch of scrubs out there running routes,
right.
and that's kind of the issue with Lamar Jackson.
That's true. That's
You know,
true. What's up, Mike? But yeah, that's true. That Carlos, but um, a great quarterback will make a receiver, will make other players around them good.
oh
For
yeah,
example, Peyton Manning. He has some great quarter. I meant receivers, and good
hmm
running back in Edgerrin James. But when they left, he still made uh, receivers
yeah,
uh, better than what they were. Like Reggie Wayne is a good receiver. He might be a Hall of, but playing with Peyton, man, he was just unbelievable.
it, it makes all the difference in the world when you got a guy who can put it on you, when you open,
Right,
as opposed to you having to wait for it, and then
right,
that's incomplete or
right.
you taking a hard hit.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that makes a world of difference, man.
So
Um,
so if you have a good quarterback, he can take an average receiver and make him a superstar.
I wouldn't say a superstar, but he can
Well, a
he
star.
can make yeah, he can make him better. He can make him look a lot better. He can make him look
Right,
a lot better.
right. Like
And that's
for example, I'm gonna switch sports real quick. Like
yeah.
LeBron James,
Oh, definitely.
he could take he could take an average player and get you $100 million contract.
Hey man, LeBron could take me and you and make a run at the doggone finals, man. Shoot.
The 49ers coming for y'all ass. Come on, 49ers gonna get smashed.
Hey man, 49 is hot, baby. They hotter than fish grease right now.
Hey, but check this out, Los. I was talking to some coworkers today. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me give Kendall a shout out because he been talking shit about me wearing my Cowboys. So Kendall, yeah, we won. I gotta keep my head high. Let me make it to Sunday, and if we lose, we lose. But anyway, what about them Cowboys, Kendall? So, uh, Carlos, what I was gonna ask you was 49ers.
hmm
If you look at their division, they had the Rams, Arizona, and who else in their
Seahawks.
division? Seahawks.
Yeah.
Now, the Rams didn't win nothing but maybe what, 4 games? Maybe?
Yeah.
5?
They were awful.
Arizona, 4 games, 5. Seahawks, 7 games. So
hmm
that's 2, 4, 6. That's 6 wins And then when Brock came in, I think he played all those teams. I don't know if he might have had a different team in there, but that was his competition.
Right.
But not to say that the teams that they was playing, the players were bad. I mean, they're in the league, they can play. So let me get that out the way. Everybody can play if you're in the league. But his competition wasn't as what he's going to face when he played Dallas.
I can agree with that.
Dallas has a defense that's going to come after them. But now, the 49ers also have weapons in their running back and Debo and the receivers. But now we're going to see that adversity that the 49ers will face, meaning their rookie quarterback. How do he handle it? You think he can handle that pressure?
That's a good one, man. I really ain't even thought about it like that. Now that you put it, they hadn't been playing the best of the best teams.
Right.
And if you look at the first half last week, Purdy he looked like a rookie that first half.
Right.
Now the second half he came out cooking on them. Came out cooking.
Right.
But yeah, that first half he was missing some guys. You know, he did look like a rookie.
Right.
But one thing I will say about the 49ers though, they got this physical mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, offense and defense. Like, I mean, even with Debo, when he run the ball, I mean, this dude is a wide receiver, and he not looking to go out of bounds. He gonna put his shoulder down and try to run through you.
Right.
That's the mindset of the whole team. So I mean, they just a physical, hit you in the mouth type of team. You got running backs like CMC back there. Uh, And that's going to be big. They're going to need that run game to take a lot of heat off of Purdy. But if you watch them, they use a lot of play action
Mm-hmm.
as far as the throws. So if they can get the run going, they got you. They got you in trouble. Now, if
True.
Dallas can stop the run and put Purdy into predictable passing situations, then that's gonna really put him behind the eight ball right there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Guru. So who you got Sunday? Tell me who you got.
Man, and I picked Dallas to go to the Super Bowl,
You
so I'm
picked
gonna
the
ride with them.
Cowboys?
I'm gonna ride with them.
Okay. Well, you got a score for me?
Uh, let me see. Dak, he threw 4 touchdowns last night, right? So he'll probably throw 4 interceptions Sunday.
Hey, he might.
No, but not to get sidetracked, but man, y'all looking to sign a field goal kicker between now and Sunday?
No, we gotta ride it. We gotta ride him out. Now we gotta ride with it now.
Boy, look at here. I better get some 2-point conversion plays ready. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I might go Cowboy. Let's say about 27 to 20.
27-20. All
Yeah.
right. Guru. 27-20. Marvin Wages. You see it. You heard it. 27-20. Yeah. Hey, Guru, I have
Yes, sir.
every week I'll be coming up with upsets. I like to pick upsets here lately. And Mike Dixon, well, nobody talk about no 49ers, Mike. So check this out, my upset. I have 3 upsets. Of course, I'm taking Dallas to beat the 49ers. I'm gonna take Cincinnati to beat Buffalo. I don't know if you call that an upset or not.
Yeah, that'll be an upset. Yeah.
Now this right here, I'm glad you're sitting down. Jacksonville to upset KC.
I kind of thought about that one, but
Don't see
I
it?
like I like my boy Trevor and all, man, but
4-star Jimmy
Them,
G.
hey, them jokers, they gonna get to doing that tomahawk chop. Trevor gonna think he went back and played against Florida State,
Right,
but
right.
it's gonna be a different speed out there though.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But
Mike, I'll be talking Monday. He talking about my Cowboys.
but
Yeah, okay, okay.
upset wise, I kind of thought about the Giants over Philly, but
That
uh,
was it. Yeah. I got the Giants beating Philly.
I can't take the Giants 2 weeks in a row. I figured they could beat Minnesota because
Right.
Minnesota, the same point that you just made about the 49ers. Now Minnesota, they hadn't really, been all that great.
That's true. That's true.
And a lot of their games was one score wins.
Right. And
So,
it bit him in the ass last week.
right. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Bit him in the ass
Uh,
last week. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I don't, no,
you
I
gonna
was about
say?
to say I really don't see no upsets this week. I really don't. I mean, I think the Giants can make the Eagles game interesting, but I think Jalen Hurts gonna pull that one out.
Okay.
Uh, the Cowboys should actually be favored over the 49ers
Right.
in Vegas. I don't know I hadn't looked at the lines yet.
I think the line is oh shit. I wanna say 4.5.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
They got
points either way.
49ers by 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot. So let me ask you about this, about the black coaching situation.
Hmm.
So we got the Texans, Houston Texans. The past 2 years, they have fired the black head coach within 1 year. Now, I didn't really pay attention to them last year, but I mean, they had a losing record, but still, they played hard. This year for Lovey, even though they had a losing record, they still played hard. Do you think that is if I'm a head coach, if you're a head coach, would you want to coach Houston?
Man, that'll have to be if you on your last, your last hurrah. You about to get a retirement, and you just want to grab a check on the way out the door. That's that's about it. Cause I mean they've been using these brothers, man, as sacrificial lambs. They know the franchise in disarray. Um, they got mad because Deshaun Watson wanted to leave, and then they opened up the closet, let all his skeletons fall all over the place. Knowing good and well they was probably the ones. They probably getting some massages too. Just going to the same girls. So
hey,
that's how
hey, that's
everything
true.
came out.
That's true.
Yeah. So
That's true.
then
So
they bring in the brothers. They ain't the way I say it. They bring you into the kitchen and ask you to cook, and it ain't nothing in the cabinet.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. So that is I did like it last year, and I don't like it this year. I feel like they don't, like you said, they didn't have the time to build their team.
No, no,
Uh,
no.
Normally you get what 3 years, 3 to 4 years maybe in the league.
Yeah, you can't judge anybody off of 1 year, man. That's
Right,
crazy. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that is sick. So, oh, Mike Dixon says, what about Robert Kraft? He's the owner, but he got caught by the
Yeah.
feds, and nothing happened to him.
Hey, man. The owners, they are the boss of the commissioner. The commissioner work for the owners.
Right.
So yeah, yeah. So that's how that worked. So Kraft probably told Goodell, look here, man. I've been in this thing a whole lot longer than you, and I'm generating all this money. We giving you a fat check. Just let mine slide under the rug.
Right. So we gonna tell him what the lady told LeBron: shut up and dribble,
That's about it, man.
huh?
That's about it. And I mean,
Well,
I ain't mean to go off on this. Now we done open up this Deshaun Watson can. You
right.
probably you done touched on this topic before.
No, this first time.
All right, but the problem I had with the whole Deshaun Watson situation was that you know people talk. All right, so
Right.
these women, you know, if he was doing this stuff supposedly that he was doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the women who working in this profession in this community, they probably communicating with each other. Like, all right, hey, this is what Deshaun do. He gonna give you this much money, blah blah blah. But this is what he want,
Right.
and everybody knew that going in. They knew it. It wasn't no secret. But when it was discovered that we can make a lot more money by taking him to court, that's when everybody started saying, "Oh, it's he did blah blah blah. It was wrong." Well, you knew what he was. You knew what he came in there for.
Right.
You already knew that ahead of time. Um, Now, on the other hand, it was his fault for walking into that trap. You know, when you're a young black man, you gotta be careful. You got a whole lot of money. You already know if anything goes wrong, all fingers gonna be pointed at you. And that's exactly what they did. The women threw him under the bus. The team threw him under the bus. Everybody, the commissioner said you got to sit out a year or whatever. I mean, they basically tried to ruin the man's whole career.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of lessons that can come out of that, man. And
That's
I think
true.
the most important one is for the brothers, the young brothers that's out there. Just keep everything on the up and up, and be careful about who you let into your circle. That's what Deshaun did. He opened his circle up. He thought he could trust these people, just cause he was paying them some money for their services. But it was no friendships there. It was strictly business.
Right. Right. Wow. Yeah. It's don't like they say. Don't take it personal. It's only business. This is business. And once he demanded that trade, that right there ticked him off. So
Hmm.
and and they showing their true colors now by just hiring the black man and then firing the black man. Don't even give him a chance. But I don't know, man. And I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm gonna give some. I like to do like little motivations, fun facts, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show my motivational thing for the week. So we got the weekly motivation, and it says, "Don't chase, don't beg." Oh, let me bring it back up. We got to see that again. I'm tripping. Hold on here. Where is it at? There we go. I can't find it. Hold on, Lo. I gotta bring it back. Hold on.
Yeah, bring it back. I seen it pop up. There you go.
There we go. All right. Let's try it again. Weekly motivation. Don't chase. Don't beg. Don't stress. Don't be desperate. Just relax. When you relax, it'll come to you. Make your wants want you. Say, make your wants want
Mm,
you.
it's deep.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, just take a deep breath, and what you want, it'll find you. What and a lot of people say, what God has for you is for you.
Hmm.
Sometimes we don't like to be patient, and we like to rush into things, and it's not for us. But yeah, that's just a little weekly motivation for my for the audience and myself. You know, Yeah, so that's some good advice right there. And I also have another one I like to share with the audience. They still talking noise about my Cowboys.
Oh,
It's
they
all
they gonna
good.
stay out. They gonna stay on you.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. Fun facts. Fun facts. Travel boosts the brain health and also decrease a person's risk of a heart attack and depression. I didn't know that. So they suggesting for us to travel to be healthy. Think about that, Los.
that 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 probably can explain a lot of things there.
Right.
Um, a lot of your middle class, lower middle class, and poor can't afford to travel. So that's we kind of the ones that's suffering the most from those type of health ailments.
That's true. That's true.
So
Because we can't travel.
can't travel, can't you know, kick your feet
Yeah.
up and watch the sun set on the beach.
Right. And forget about it all, right?
Right, right. Yeah, you know, pop the
Yeah.
champagne bottle off the top of the yacht and all that stuff. So
Yeah, forget about it all.
yeah,
Oh
man,
man.
it's about like your boy right now. I was listening to the radio. Cliff Kingsbury, the coach for the Cardinals.
Right, right.
Yeah, they say this joker bought a one-way ticket to Thailand.
So he ain't
He
coming
is over.
back.
He gonna come back eventually, I guess. But I mean, he got fired from the Cardinals, but they still gotta pay him, and he over there in Thailand just chilling out, man.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought him up. How do you feel how they done Kyler Murray, man, with the contract situation? And then
Kyler,
they leaked the uh the details talking about he don't study.
yeah,
He need to do this and do that more. What you think about that?
it's a little bit two ways. The way they reporting it, some of the teammates in Arizona not too fond of Kyler Murray. They say he act kind of spoiled, like he better than the rest of the team, all that type of stuff. But yeah, they shouldn't have put that stuff out there about him not studying film and all that. That kind of I didn't like that at all. I ain't like that. I mean that's in-house type of stuff.
Right.
Right, right.
So
But I mean, I guess if they put it in his contract, then it gets out publicly.
right. So
Yeah,
if he should have went to his agent before he even signed it, like, what is this?
right, right.
So
And,
evidently he's not paying attention to what's going on.
yeah, I mean, and that's a lot of cats probably don't even read that stuff, man. They depend on the agent to do it all. Um, and I remember Ray Allen. He negotiated his own contracts,
Hmm.
if I recall, right? Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's something similar to what Lamar doing right now.
hmm
And how do you feel about that? Do you think he's worth a 200 million plus contract?
He he is the ultimate weapon. I mean, he can throw it, he can run it. You know, you ain't seen nothing like that since Michael Vick. With that speed, that arm, and obviously he makes that offense. He makes that offense really. I mean, you see how the offense look when he's not out there.
Right.
So yeah, and that's without a lot of weapons. So just imagine, if he was in an offense where they actually had some weapons, and you had a more offensive minded coach, because Baltimore, that's another one of those squads that's kind of, we're gonna line up, we're gonna punch you in the mouth. They not too much as far as spreading it out and being creative. Say for instance, like if you took Lamar Jackson and put him um, with the coach for Kansas City Chiefs, somebody with an offensive mind like that. I mean, just it's unreal what he might be able to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think he'll be a better fit in Miami?
Uh, that coach, he knows how to use them. He knows how to
Yeah.
use them. And I mean, when you say Miami, Tua, I just read a report today that Tua is supposed to be coming back next year.
Oh, he needs to retire.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, he done took, man, that hit that he took earlier this year. I said he should have never came back this season. When he got slammed on his head and whatever game that was, and he was staggering
Cincinnati, I think.
around. Yeah, staggering around like he done got punched by Mike Tyson, and, and then then he decided he want to come back out the very next week. Like, come on, bro.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
So he had what? 3 concussions or 2?
I think this is actually three.
3.
Technically they saying two. Because that first one they was saying that he didn't have a concussion.
That was concussion.
Yeah.
That was concussion. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Eric.
he needs to just give it up. I mean, he's a hell of a player. He had a great college career, a
Yeah.
decent NFL career. He's just too small, and he can't take that beating.
And I mean, you got to think about your boy Andrew Luck from the Colts. He retired real early. That
Yeah,
surprised everybody.
yeah,
And I think the concussion thing might have had a little something to do with that. Um, you had the linebacker for Carolina, Luke Kuechly. He retired early, and that was definitely from concussions. I mean, playing linebacker, ain't no telling how many concussions he probably had. That they was covering up.
right.
So yeah, I mean that NFL window, man, it's real small. It's real small.
So, with you saying that, do you think that they need to increase the pay for all the players across the board? Uh, Especially what
Mm,
happened with the young man in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago, DeMar.
yeah, man, yeah,
Yeah,
Hamlin, yeah.
and he was still on his what rookie year? I mean, not rookie year, rookie contract,
Mhm.
making what 800,000 a year.
Yeah.
So we risk it. Well, they players risk it, and it only takes one hit, and that can ruin your life.
Yeah,
So
life,
you
man.
you think that everybody should at least make, I don't know, 5 million minimum? I just
Well,
threw that number out there.
I think the thing is, it has to be a guarantee. See, the problem with the NFL contracts, they're not guaranteed. So many loopholes to where the owners can get out of having to pay you all that money. And the situation with Hamlin, like you were saying, he was still on that first deal. Um, and if I'm not mistaken, you got to have so many years into the league before you can even be considered under the NFL pension.
Right,
So technically, I mean, he's not even the NFL is not really on the hook as far as owing him anything.
right,
Yeah, yeah. And I seen a guy he put together a video about that and then tweeted it out. And that's something that the players union really need to sit down and I don't know if they need to just say we're going on strike or what, but they got to get that straightened out. Because like you say, man, one play, all it takes is one play,
right.
and your whole life can be turned upside down.
Yeah, just that
Yeah,
quick,
yeah.
just that quick, man.
I
That's that's
mean,
uh that's amazing. That's not amazing, but it's scary
right.
for the risk and reward. You risking a
Hmm.
lot, but your reward, it could be a lot if you make it that far and if you're
Right,
that good.
right. That's it.
Wow, man. So
Is it?
how was your let's talk about your football season, man. So where you coach at?
This past season, I was offensive coordinator at Eau Claire High School.
Okay, Eau Claire.
Yes,
How
sir.
was y'all season?
We was O and forever. Yeah, man. We O and 9, man. O and 9.
Okay.
But it was a drastic improvement from the year previous. That was my first year there. Um, the offense, when I looked at it on film from the previous season, as a coach, when you look at stuff, sometimes you should be able you should be able to look at a play and tell us a play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like your sport was basketball, so you should be able to look at a basketball play and say, all right, they look like they trying to run pick and roll right here, or they look like they trying to do some semblance of the triangle.
Right.
So I look at football plays and I can tell what the team is actually trying to run. When I was looking at some of the film from them the previous year, I couldn't even tell what the world they was trying to run. So that that in itself was a drastic improvement that now you can actually see, all right, they
Right.
trying to run power, or they trying to run counter, or they trying to run curl flat.
Yeah.
It actually looked like we're running plays. And
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. And we was putting some points, we put some points on the board.
Right.
Um but we in the region with some tough teams. Fairfield Central, great collegiate academy, Newberry, and the gap the gap is created in the weight room.
Hmm.
Those teams have strength and conditioning programs, whereas at Eau Claire, as of right now, there's not even a PE weightlifting class.
Mm.
Right? Yeah. So that's needs to be tackled to close that gap. And
Oh, so you feeling like Ed Reed right now, huh?
hey man, I ain't gonna do what Ed Reed do. So,
Yeah, that's
uh,
what
Ed,
Mike Dixon commented because we were talking about that today, and I'm glad he brought that up. I know I asked you. No, I sent you that on one of them sites,
yeah,
Facebook,
yeah,
the video,
yeah.
and me and Mike talked about that today for a little bit. Do he have Do he have a point?
I'm shaking my head. Um, he got a point. He talking about trash being on the ground and in the office, but I'm trying to see how to put this. Now you a married man.
Right.
Um, so you come home. I don't want to stereotype or nothing, but if you come home and the dishes piled up in the sink, you ain't gonna go get on Instagram and say, "Oh man, my wife, she ain't even washed the dishes or nothing." And I'm coming home in the house dirty. I mean, that's what Ed Reed did, man. Like that's an in-house conversation.
Okay. Okay.
He should have called the folks up. All right, look here, y'all. This what I'm looking at. This what the problem is. You don't go on Instagram or Facebook Live or whatever and just throw your whole school up under the bus like that, man.
Right.
That's the only problem I had with it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see you make your comment on there. I can see that, and this is what I told Mike today. I He was like they just don't have the resources, or to like you were saying with the high school, to compete, or
Hmm.
to better their students or the athletes. And my response to that, I was like, if we need to take care of what we do have. So if we don't have uh, 10 benches, 3 inclines, the machines, whatever the case may be. If we just have 5 in a little room or whatever the case, we need to take care of what we have
Yeah, yeah,
because players are coming right behind you until we can get better. Like, for example, when we was at Benedict, when they started the football program,
right.
they didn't have nothing. It takes time. It takes time.
Time, time.
But now Benedict has gotten, oh man, they improved tremendously. They
Yes.
they uh they 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 here now. Matter of fact, man, this was another thing Mike was saying, like football. Another thing, when we was going to school, basketball was the dominant sport.
That's it.
Football is now replacing basketball at
That's
Benedict.
amazing.
Right. Right. Now
Yeah,
that took
man.
what 20-something years to get there. But it can happen. You know,
It can
it
happen.
yeah, it can happen. They had a vision and they stayed the course. And it took some time, and it took getting people in the right place in order to push the vision to to
Right,
uh to
right.
come true. But it but they made it happen. So
Um,
so if
I just
Benedict
gonna
can make it happen, any HBCU can make it happen.
you got a good point there.
Yeah.
I mean, Benedict is smaller, well, conference wise than Bethune. Bethune is in what the MEAC. Well, no, they're in the SWAC now.
Right.
Yeah, Bethune and FAMU jumped over to the SWAC. So and that's another thing. The future of the HBCU conference is going to be kind of interesting. North Carolina A&T, they made that jump to to the Southern Conference, and before that, you had Hampton. They left. They tried to make the jump on up the ladder, and I think that's kind of what Coach Prime was at. He was wanting Jackson State to get on the track to where they could be able to make that jump.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of the leadership at Jackson State wasn't really on board with his vision,
Right.
because when you listen to him, he's a big thinker, man. And that's
Right.
one of the things I like about him.
Right.
Like it's nothing small minded at all about what he sees a
Right.
program being. Uh, but I think with HBCUs, there has to be there got to be a reality check. I think some people they look at it as a black college instead of looking at it as a small college. One example I thought of this weekend was like the Ivy League. You got Harvard, Yale, Cornell, Brown, schools like that. Uh, and those teams play football too. But you don't see them on prime time networks. That you might catch a game on like ESPNU or something like that. Um, the HBCU gotta come to a reality that we ain't on the level with Alabama and Clemson and Southern Cal and whatnot. It's a small college, so the fact that they do have a Celebration Bowl and it's on ABC,
Right.
a prime network, that's huge. That's a huge deal right there.
Right. Right.
Uh,
Right.
but I think Ed Reed was peeling that onion prime time. He was peeling that onion, and what it is that you got some leadership that, like you said, with Benedict. Benedict had some leadership that had a futuristic type of vision.
Right.
You got some leadership with some of these other HBCUs. They don't have that same vision. They
Right.
kind of just stuck in this little comfortable spot. Um, and change is uncomfortable.
Okay.
You know, you got to get what's the saying? You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable in order to grow.
Right. Right. And
Um,
that's in life. all aspects of life right there.
Oh yeah, definitely,
You
definitely.
you got to change. You got to change and be willing to change. Well, yeah, we got to do
And
that. We got to do that. Um,
one of
Go
not to
ahead.
cut you, but one of the things I looked at, I just want to point out with the Jackson State, for example, you know, Coach Prime, he said, man, Twitter is free. It's free. And I mean, when he said that, what he meant was, we just putting out videos every day of us just practicing, working out, talking, just me talking to my players. And South Carolina State, I'll use them for example. South Carolina State beat Jackson State in the bowl game, right?
Right.
But after that bowl game, it seemed like Jackson State continued to go up. South Carolina State just kind of stayed where they was at. And actually, they ended up having even a worse season than the previous season. So,
Right. You got a point. You had to, like you say, you got to grow. And college football as a whole is changing. The that
hmm
N NIL, whatever it's called,
yeah,
it doesn't change. It doesn't change the game. And you can't continue to have an old way of thinking
mm-mm.
this day and age. And that's why Dion is going to take Colorado to the top within a year or two tops,
Oh
because
yeah,
he understands the movement, and the kids like that.
yeah.
And he, like you say, he's a visionary, and and they believe in him.
They pay me. That's where they at now. And the pay me used to be under the table.
Right.
Well, now it ain't no table.
No.
They can just put the money out there up front now.
Out there up front. Out there up front. Yeah.
And
Yeah, out
and
there up
and
front.
what's real wild is the transfer portal. Um, I mean, you look at right now, South Carolina Gamecocks, for example. You got the kid, what's Jordan Birch, who was the defensive end for Carolina. Now he going to Oregon next year. The tight end for the Gamecocks is going to Florida State next year. You got the starting quarterback for Clemson. He going to Oregon State. I mean, these kids, man, they just saying, hey, it ain't no loyalty. Whatever school can open up the biggest checkbook, that's where we going.
And there it is. There it is.
and I ain't
Pay
mad. And I
me.
ain't mad at them.
No. Pay me.
I
Pay
ain't mad at
me.
them, man.
Yeah. Pay
I mean,
me.
the NCAA, they had a chance to fix this thing way back in the day. It started with Ed O'Bannon. You remember that video game, the what was
Oh
that? The
yeah.
college basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. The old
Yeah,
Bannon brothers.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Ed O'Bannon, he filed a lawsuit against the NCAA. He was like, man, they using our image, our likeness, and they ain't paying us a dime.
Nothing.
And everybody just kept on kicking the can down the road, kicking the can. Nobody paid attention. They
Yep.
finally took that thing to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, look here, man, y'all got all these $1 billion TV contracts. Y'all got to give these kids something.
Hey, they the ones
That's
bringing
what.
in the money.
That was it, man. That
Yeah.
just opened the floodgates.
Yep. That was it. That was it. So right now, part of my show, I like to do a trivia question, and then we're gonna go to the lounge after that. So I'm gonna hit everybody with our trivia question tonight. So hold tight, low. Give me
All right.
1 second here. We're gonna hit everybody with the trivia questions. See what they thinking, how they thinking, and we'll be right back. right, y'all. We still on with Mr. Carlos Hill. Man, what a wonderful guest, man. Now we in the lounge. We're gonna bring Carlos to the lounge, and we're gonna talk a little more. Mr. Carlos, we back.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
All right, now that we in the lounge, this is what I call the lounge, man, where we just kick it, have fun. And I like to do my little drink in the lounge. You know, BC back days. So, yeah. So what do you think about that trivia question, Los? Who was the best team in the 90s in basketball?
Best team in the 90s. I mean, you got to go Bulls, I guess. Got to go Bulls. My squad back in the day was the Detroit Pistons. I was a Bad Boy fan.
Okay.
So, yeah. I wore number 11 because of Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Detroit, they closed.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they closed out the '80s, and then that's when Michael Jordan took that torch. He didn't look back.
No, he didn't. And you know, Isaiah Thomas, he don't get the credit that he deserved, because he was a hell of a player, man.
Oh yeah.
He don't get no credit at all. No credit. But and like you say, Michael Jordan, he took it to the next level, and he ran with it, and he did his thing. So you have, and you know, I know you have the discussion. I had the discussion. Who's better player? Whatever the case may be. You know, of course, we grew up watching Michael Jordan, like you say, Isaiah Thomas, Magic, Bird, and so on and so forth. And everybody was great in their own right. But as times go on, the league get better, players get better, they get stronger, taller, faster, quicker, jump higher. So somebody's gonna come along and just be better than Michael Jordan. LeBron James, that's what I'm talking about. LeBron James.
Oh yeah. Yeah. People don't want to say that, man. They don't want to say that.
Not taking nothing from Jordan. I grew up I'm a big fan, but LeBron is the player now. He's the man. And he's been that way for years.
Yeah, evolution, man, evolution. Like you say, bigger, stronger, faster. I always said that LeBron was Magic Johnson 2.0. You know,
right?
Because of the point guard play. But I mean, just all the players almost, man. Like, I was watching the highlight the other night from Ja Morant. You seen that dunk?
Yeah.
Good Lord,
yeah.
And I mean, like we say, man, you didn't see nobody doing that in the 90s.
No. You couldn't, because he coming there, he want to. Yeah, he couldn't do that.
That's the other part of it too now and that's where the old heads, they'll argue, they'll say, you know, well, the game is less physical now.
Right.
Yeah.
For which it is. It's not as physical. You can't do that no more. You can't be the bad boy Pistons no more.
Yeah, man. Oh, Ja Morant, man, if he'd have tried that on Charles Oakley or Anthony Mason.
Nah, he wouldn't have got off the floor. They'd have to carry him off. They'd have to carry him off. They'd have to carry him off, Lo.
He got tackled in mid-air.
Yeah, they had to carry him off.
Man. I mean, I look at the players, man. You look at a cat like Luka Doncic. I mean, this dude is almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
Just the shooting nowadays, man. Uh, and the post players, I hate it because a lot of the post players they don't want to post up no more.
No. Nope.
I look at your guy Joel Embiid. I feel like he could be the best player on earth if he would just stay in the paint.
That's true.
I mean, he want to be pretty and play with his face to the basket like everybody else, man.
Yeah. He want to shoot the 3-pointers, shake, shimmy. Steph Curry changed the game, man. He changed the game.
Yeah.
Everybody want to shoot the 3.
It's crazy, man. Every time I see Giannis pull up for 3, I'm like, what the world are you doing, man? what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. The same thing with Anthony Davis with the Lakers, man. He want to shoot the 3.
Oh man. See, you open up a whole nother can of worms now, because
Okay,
you know I'm a LeBron fan. I want to see the man get another ring. Doggone Anthony Davis can't even stay. Man, this man can't play 3 games without getting hurt.
That's true. That's true.
He ain't drinking enough milk growing up or something. I don't know what's going. Shoot.
So let me ask you this: Would you trade AD?
I don't know what you're gonna get, man.
What about this? What about trade AD and another player to the Phoenix Suns for Ayton and the guy that's holding out right now? I can't Crawford. Trade AD. Well, you can trade AD for Ayton straight up.
We still need somebody that can score though, right?
Right. Well, Ayton can play though. Ayton can score.
That might. I mean, well, AD ain't giving you nothing. So anything above nothing is something.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So let me ask you, man. Your starting 5 right now. Starting 5 in the league. Minus LeBron.
Minus LeBron. Wow.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I like my point guard would be Jill Gildress from OKC.
Wow. All right.
I like him.
I wasn't expecting that.
I like him. I like Luka. He's more of a shooter. He's not a point to me. You know what, Lo?
Wait.
Man,
I was gonna say now, it ain't traditional position no more, man. You
right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? I'm not able to answer that. But check this out. I got something for you though. I got something for you. I did this on my first show. So we're gonna have to leave the lounge. I think I did this on my first show. My top 15 NBA players.
All right. Yeah, I ain't
check
catch
that out.
Let me see. I can't hardly read it.
Oh, I got
right,
LeBron
Shaq.
James.
Mm-hmm.
There's no order. Okay, no order.
All
Let me go back to it. So you can see it. You can see it. I got LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Shaq, Tim Duncan, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Steph Curry, Kevin Garnett, Grant Hill, Kobe Bryant, the Freak Greek, Kevin Durant, and Patrick Ewing. That's my top 15.
Why am I not seeing Allen Iverson on this list?
He just didn't do it, man.
Oh man.
He didn't do it.
Hey, like Shannon Sharp said, this man went to the finals with a broomstick and a bucket, a mop and a bucket, man.
Yeah, he didn't do
He
it.
went to the final and won a game against Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
He did that. He did
Yeah.
that.
That was the
So
first name I thought of though, Iverson. But yeah, that's a strong list still yet now.
yeah, yeah,
And a lot of people forget about Grant Hill, man.
a lot.
Yeah, Grant Hill was a walking triple double.
Yeah,
Till
yes,
the injuries caught up with him.
yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And I left some great players off. Now I left some great
oh,
players off.
oh yeah. I mean, you got to anytime it's a list. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, this is my list right here. And so yeah, you can come up with your top 15 and we can discuss that on another show. But yeah, this
yeah.
is my
We'll do it.
15.
The only others I'm gonna challenge you on would be Scottie Pippen. Yeah.
What? Scotty?
Hey, Scotty was bad man, but top 15,
Yeah,
ah,
yeah,
that's tough. That's tough.
yeah. Scotty.
That is
Yeah.
tough.
What
Scotty,
you
I
like
don't know
Dennis
who
Rodman?
I can respect Rodman being on there. I
Okay.
mean, best defensive player and pound for pound rebounder ever.
Ever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
You left off the Chuckster.
Yep. I left off Chuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but no rings. He caught up with him.
Yeah.
Uh, hold on here. You got Kareem on there?
Nope. I don't have Kareem.
Oh my, yeah.
See?
You got
That's
that. Look, man. Take that list there to the shredder. I don't I don't know why I didn't think of that from the jump. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man, the goat,
Yeah. No Kareem. Yeah,
the
no
captain.
Kareem. But
People,
yeah, that's my top 15 right there, man. That's
yeah,
my
and
that's
just
my top
just to throw
15.
it just to throw it out there about Kareem, man, champion on every level,
Every level.
high
You
school,
you
college.
know
I
you would
mean,
have to
undefeated in college.
you probably would have to say he's the greatest player ever.
Yeah, that's why I say goat, man.
Yeah. He's the greatest player ever. He changed the game to the point to where they banned dunking. Was that
Yeah,
Kareem? I
that was
will.
him.
Okay. So yeah, if a player can make a rule change, they change the rules for him. That right there, it changed the game, man.
Yeah,
It
that's
changed the game.
but that's the same thing with Iverson. They went Iverson and Shaq. They started allowing the zone defense. 'Cause, it used to have to be man-to-man defense.
Right. Right.
Yeah, then they started allowing that zone defense.
Yeah, because
And, yeah, and
with Shaq, you couldn't do nothing with him. Nothing. He was fouled every time. Every time he
yeah,
touched the ball, he was fouled. If he played in the Days League,
oh
they'll
man,
foul out. Cause you can't touch, you can't even. Yeah, he dominate, man. He dominate. Iverson, he was a hell of a player too. He was a hell of a player. But he just didn't. I don't know. I mean, he just didn't make my list. That's all.
yeah, that's tough. But I'm all right. I ain't gonna pick your list apart, but I'm just saying you chose Patrick Ewing, right, over Hakeem the Dream.
Over King the Dream.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, over King the Dream.
King, back-to-back champ.
Back to back. The best probably down low player, move, hip, hook, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I did that, man. Yeah, like I said, I left some people off.
But I like that Pat though.
Yeah. Pat was he was a monster down low.
Big Pat, man, best start winning some games. They gonna run him out of Georgetown.
Oh yeah, he don't have long. Nah, he don't have long. I hate to say that though, for a great player like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't have long. He don't have long, man. He do not have long, though.
Man,
and
my
man,
brain get
I ain't gonna hold you any longer, man. We done did it for over a little. I don't know how long we did it, but I lost track of time, man. It's been fun.
Yeah.
And damn, it's been, like I said, it's been great fun talking with you, picking your brain, getting your views on a lot of topics we discussed tonight. And like I say, man, I really do appreciate you being on the show with me. That means a lot. You to take out an hour of your time to come bless me on the podcast. You ain't gonna believe this shit. With the guru, Carlos Hill.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I appreciate you having me. I like what you're doing here, man. So, like I say, when you hit me up, you told me what you was doing. I was like, shoot, yeah, man, I'm with it.
Hell yeah.
I like to see stuff like that, man. And you gotta bring me back, you know, even after you blow up. Don't forget about me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this is your house, man. This is your house. This is your platform. And anytime, man, you my brother, you my family. We go back 20 years, kicking it. And anytime, you want to come back, man, you can come back. If you know somebody who would like to be on the show, one of your coaches, or even a player, it don't matter what age, you know, they tell them about the show, and they're more than welcome to, man. This is a show for everybody to express themselves, or even to give some jewels or drop some knowledge for people that's watching, young or old.
Yeah.
I'm not holding back. I'm not discriminating, man. You know, that's another reason I started the podcast. You know, you get tired of seeing, I don't want to say you get tired of it, but everything you see is the stars and the rich and all this. Yeah. Let's talk to the common people. Me and you. Shit, we got ideas. You know, we done live life. We got experience. We can help somebody. Somebody can help us. So we don't need to always listen to the stars. So they can come down to our level. We can.
Doggone right.
Yeah, and that's what we did tonight, man. And that's great. And shit, you do it every day. You're a teacher, man. You teaching our babies to go out here in the world to be something and become something. Yeah. So like you do it every day. Do it every day. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Yeah, okay. Well, I want you to hold on, and we're gonna end the show tonight. I want to thank all the viewers for watching. I want to thank everybody who participated with the comments. Thank you, and for showing love, and thank you for the support. Once again, we're gonna take this podcast to the top, the #1 podcast on social media. It's coming, man. One day at a time, we're gonna get there. And once again, let me apologize for our late start today. We had some technical difficulties, but we got it. I was telling Carlos, hold on, man. We gonna get live. We gonna figure this out. And we did that. We did that. And once again, I want to thank him for being on the show. And it goes for anybody else who would like to be on the show. You're more than welcome to come on the show, and we can talk about any and everything. So yeah, also next month we having a Black History Month, and I'm gonna be having Mike Dixon back on the show. Like I said, last show we already in discussions on what we're gonna talk about, and yeah, so look out for February, Black History Month. And next Tuesday, man, we're gonna do it all over again. You Ain't Gonna Believe This Shit podcast. Number 1, social media, YouTube, Facebook. Also coming soon to Instagram. Man, we're gonna take over. We're gonna take over, everybody. And once again, thank you, Carlos, for being on the show. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. And you're welcome back anytime, man. Sit tight, Los. I'm gonna be right back,
brother.
All right.